Hey friends, welcome. You know, my family and I have been all over this country, and we've met thousands of people. It's interesting, but I always give everyone I meet a goal card. I believe the goal card is the most powerful tool that we have in our success toolbox. And you know what? It actually works. It's free of charge, and it can change your life like night and day. I love, circumstances where I'd given a goal card to a man a few years ago, and 6 months after I'd given it to him, he came over to the table at a restaurant, got on his knees, and started crying. And he gave me a hug, and he said, "Doug, you've changed my life." He said, "I'm losing weight, I've quit smoking, I'm focusing on trying to open a business." He really was getting his act together, and he said that the goal card had changed his life. There was another circumstance where a man wanted to start a business, and he was managing at a restaurant that we were regularly going to at the time, and I'd given him a goal card. Do you know, he transitioned that idea for a business into something that was so amazing. His products were featured in the store windows of every store in town. We would drive up and down Main Street, and we'd see his products in the windows, and it was just truly amazing to see his transformation. Now, he worked at that restaurant we used to go to. Guess what? He manages the whole chain now across the United States, and he attributes the goal card to being the thing that changed things for him. Now, it's interesting. I love to run into individuals like this because when I see them and see the success in their life and the way that things have changed for them, I always say, "Let me see your goal card." And it's beautiful when they reach in and pull out their wallet or their purse and they pull out a goal card, and it's the goal card that I gave them or the one that they created for themselves. And they tell me, "This is what changed everything." I recommend you get a goal card. They're free of charge. It'll cost you nothing. It'll transform your life faster than anybody's self-help toolkit, $350 price tag, whatever thing they have going on, video, self-help series, whatever. All you need is this. This will change your life. It'll change the way you think about the world. It'll change the way you speak, and it'll change the way you view opportunity moving forward. Let's talk about goal cards and how they can change things. I get talking about them, and then I get excited, and I never shut up. So let's get moving. This is really powerful, though, and it's something that I truly want to share with you today. And you'll probably notice in a lot of my other videos, I have over 1,100 on YouTube now. I mention the goal card quite often, but I thought I haven't done a goal card video for a while. So I thought, let me do a goal card video today. I think it'll change some people's lives, and it'll help people. And that's really all I care about. Just making sure you get what you want. You know, Zig Ziglar said, "You can have anything in this world you want as long as you help enough other people get what it is that they want." So I want to help you get exactly what it is you want in life. And let's jump in here and understand the goal card a little bit better, the science behind it, and how you can make your own and start moving forward down this path today. You ready? Okay. So I want you to think about this. What if there was a way to transform the dream you've been carrying in your heart into a reality that you can hold in your hands? Now, what if you had a simple, proven tool that could turn uncertainty into unstoppable focus, confusion into clarity, and desire into daily action? Well, friends, that tool is called the goal card. Now, it may sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. And with the right approach, this small piece of paper can unlock doors you never thought possible. If you're feeling stuck right now or uncertain about your next step, this is the inspiration and direction you have been waiting for. So are you ready to unlock your potential? Let's get started. Get clear on your goal. Now, the first step is to get crystal clear on what you want. You see, vague goals lead to vague results. But when you define your goal with absolute clarity, you create a roadmap for success. Successful people set specific goals because they fire up your brain, sparking the motivation to pursue them. So don't just say, I want to be successful. Write down, I want to be a top performer in my job, earning $10,000 in commissions by the end of this quarter. Now, it doesn't have to just be sales related. It can be anything at all that you want in your life. But when you define that goal clearly, you're not just setting a target, you're declaring a promise to yourself. You are telling the world that you are ready to achieve something great. You deserve to have a clear vision of your best life. So don't settle for less. And don't be afraid that the goal might be too big. You know, if you're shooting for $1 billion and you only end up with a few hundred million, how disappointed are you really going to be? Aim big. Aim for the stars. Because if you never shoot for the stars, you'll never find yourself among them. So don't be afraid to aim big. Now, write down your goal. And I mentioned that. Don't type it out. Write it down. Get a pen and a piece of paper and write it out. Because there is something powerful about putting pen to paper. You know, studies have shown that writing activates the brain's commitment centers. So, when you write down your goal, it transforms from a mere wish to a personal contract. Writing by hand isn't some old-fashioned approach. It's science-backed and it's proven to make your goal more tangible and real. So write your goal like you mean it. Write it as if your future depends on it, because it does. As you write, feel the excitement of your goal. Now, this isn't just about making plans. It's about changing your destiny. You are capable of great things, and writing down your goal is the first step in claiming them. Now, keep it visible. Now that you've defined and written your goal, it's time to keep it visible. Place your goal card where you can see it constantly, and your brain will start working behind the scenes. It's beautiful. It aligns your thoughts and actions towards that goal. Now, the more you see it, the more you will believe it, and the more your brain will find ways to make it happen. So, seeing your goal card everywhere is a reminder that you are worthy of achieving it. Think of it as your daily dose of inspiration, a silent cheerleader that keeps pushing you forward, because this is not just a card. It's a commitment to yourself, your dreams, and your future. So don't let it out of sight, because your dreams should never be out of mind. And we start our goal card with, I am so happy and grateful now that. And then you write your goal after that. So, for instance, if I wanted to make $1 million next year, I would say, I am so happy and grateful now that I am on track to make $1 million by the end of 2024. And then I could also add additional details of some of the things that I'm focusing on in order to make that a reality. But I'd make it personal for myself so that I could read it over and over and over again and embed that thought into my mind, because I want my subconscious to be working behind the scenes to make that dream or goal a reality for me. And I believe in myself, and I know my brain will work out some pretty incredible stuff. Your brain can do the exact same thing. You see, this is the most powerful supercomputer that's ever existed in the history of the world. You know, it's so powerful and so complex, we don't understand it. Because here's the deal. If the brain were so simple that we could understand it, we would be so simple that we could not. And it's 100% the truth. So friends, reading your goal card out loud is a crucial step as well. This is where you're going to turn belief into action. As you read and visualize yourself achieving your goal, I want you to feel the pride and joy and fulfillment as if it's happening right now. You see, your brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. So what you vividly imagine, you can create. Read it out loud. I am so happy and grateful now that I am on track to make $1 million by the end of 2024 by, and then I would give the circumstances and activities that I was going to specifically engage in to make that goal a reality. You know what? I have that goal card in my pocket right now. Now, it's personal for me, so I'm not going to read it out loud. But get your own goal card. Get personal. Keep it close to the vest. Read it as often as you can. When you wake up in the morning, when you're sitting at a red light, when you get in your car, when you get out of your car, when you're in the restroom. Hey, when you have a free moment just waiting on something to happen, whether it's at the grocery store in line waiting to check out. It could be anything, but when you have a free moment, utilize that time to remind yourself of the greatness that's coming your way. It'll not only change the way you talk, walk, and think, it'll change the way you view your abilities and the opportunity that's around you every single day. So when you read your goal card, do it with passion. Speak as if your future self is listening, as if the word is shaping your life you desire. Now, this is not just a routine, it's a ritual of empowerment. And you're reprogramming your mind to believe that your success is just not possible, it's inevitable. Imagine the feeling of already having what you desire and let that energy propel you forward. Now, a goal card is more than just words, as you can see. It gets me pretty excited. I truly believe in it. It's a call to action. It's not just about wishing for success. It's about working toward it. Break your big goal into smaller steps and tackle them one by one. Every small step brings you closer, and every bit of progress fuels your momentum. Get a goal card. Focus on that one goal. It could be a small goal if it needs to be. Maybe you've broken your larger goal up into smaller goals to achieve. Make a goal card for each one, but just focus on one at a time. So focus on that one goal. Once you've achieved that goal successfully, move on to the next one and the next one, constantly reading and reminding yourself of where you are focusing in this given moment. Now, and speaking of moments, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start right now. Take the first step today, even if it's small. It can be any piece of paper. I've told people about goal cards. They've ripped a corner of a piece of paper off of a piece of paper that we had. They wrote down their goal. I saw them a year later and I said, "Let me see your goal card." They pull out that same flimsy, crumpled little piece of paper and it says, "I am so happy and grateful now that," and then it's got their goal. And it's beautiful. I just love it. It doesn't have to be a golden ticket. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. This works for everybody, no matter where you are today. 100%. So remember, consistent action beats inconsistent effort every time. You are capable of so much more than you realize. The only thing standing between you and your goal is action. So you need to get moving. Remember, a goal card may be small, but its impact can be monumental. It can change everything for you. So here's the deal. This is a declaration that you refuse to settle, that you believe in your dreams, and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve them. So as you leave here today, I want you to remember this. Your future is not a matter of chance. It never was. It's a matter of choice. Make the choice today to take control of your destiny. One step, one word, one goal at a time. You got to keep believing. You got to keep visualizing. And you must keep taking action. Because your best life is not just ahead of you. It's waiting for you to claim it. And you've got this. 100%. So whatever little piece of paper you have around right now or where you can get one, that's fine. Write down your goal as, I am so happy and grateful now that. After the word that, write what you're going to focus on. Be extremely specific and start reading it. Oh, it'll seem silly at first, but the more you read it, the more it'll make sense because you'll start watching things around you slowly change. And you know what? I'm going to recommend you try this because sometimes if you want to change your life, all you have to do is change your life. Now that might sound simple, but start with something simple. Try this goal card for 30 days. Write your goal out as I've recommended. Read it over and over and over again as often as you can every single day. Somebody makes you mad or upset, step away. Go into the restroom, close the door, pull out your goal card, read it over and over again. Refocus your mind. Get your mind focused on and keep your mind focused on the goal you've written down here. It'll change everything for you. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's almost like magic. In fact, sometimes the changes I've seen it make in people's lives make me believe in magic because you couldn't believe where I've seen people come from to where they are today. It's incredible. And if you ask any of them, they'll tell you. One day I met Doug Vandergraph. He told me about a goal card, and a goal card changed my life. I guarantee it. I've had people come to the table. My wife and I were sitting at a restaurant one time. A gentleman came over, got on his knees at our table, and just started crying. And he said, Doug, I've been using a goal card like you recommended. He lost like 40 pounds. He had quit smoking. He was starting to focus on opening his own business. He just had all these incredible things coming into his life that he never, ever, ever thought would happen in the past. But you know what? He changed his future. And it didn't cost him a dime. It was free of charge. This is the power of words. Imagine how words can abuse. Imagine how words can lift people up. Words are powerful. In this case, we're using the magic of words to set the life we're going to live in the future. And it's 100% on you now. And it's beautiful. This is by far my favorite conversation. And spending time with you is my favorite thing to do. I'm going to be back tomorrow with some more ideas and some great insights. I hope you'll join me because I like spending time with you. You are truly worth it and 100% amazing. I'll see you tomorrow, friends. Take care.